I went on a date as a blind person and it was terrible. A little about me. I 27 male and blind with some remaining central vision. I have been socially isolated since I became legally blind a few years ago. I have decided to face some challenges after seeing a therapist for a while. Back to the story. So I've been chatting to a girl 27 female on dating app for 2 weeks. Conversation went well and she said she likes helping people as she is a nurse. She suggested we could go for a dinner date, which I nervously agreed and told her I am blind. She said that's fine. So we met at a restaurant and she saw I was using the cane. We sat and ordered food. She ordered vegetarian entree and I ordered pad thai. She wasn't engaging the conversation at all and was using her phone a lot. During the meal, she made excuse saying her roommate was in an emergency situation that she has to go. She stood up and went to pay for the meals, came back to me to apologize and left. Then I got a message from her to apologize once again and blocked me. On the bright side, I got a free meal which was really good. Later, a couple in a dessert shop nearby who saw the whole thing and told me she is rude for leaving a blind person alone and offered to join them for ice cream. I had called my mom to pick me up prior, so I refused and appreciated their thoughts. That's the experience I had tonight. I inappropriately touched my friend while we were cuddling. I, 20 male, have been sharing my bedroom with my friend, 21 female, since she had no place to stay for a few weeks. The other night, we started cuddling and I had my arms wrapped around her in a way that my hands ended up resting on her chest. After a while, my mind got filled with so many horny, indecent thoughts, and I ended up squeezing her chest a bit. She was awake during this time but didn't move or do anything. The next day I felt alright, but throughout the day I slowly began to realize what I've done, and I ended up throwing up at work and couldn't eat anything at all. I feel so shit and disgusted with myself, as I threw away built-up trust in one of my closest friendships just to satisfy my urges. I feel so bad that I just want to isolate myself from everything and shrivel away. I always thought I was better than all the men people talk and complain about, but here I am, sexually touching my friend when I know we don't have that kind of relationship. She said she's been through worse and that she gives people second chances, but I don't feel deserving of one. I want to say I'd never do it again, but I didn't think I'd do it in the first place, so my words and values mean very little anymore. I feel so sorry and wish I could undo my actions or make up for them, but this kind of damage feels irreversible. I just want to isolate myself and rot away. Women of Reddit, what are things men write on their dating profiles that are instant deal breakers? Really, any list of people you don't want to date. It just makes you look like a terrible person. Just filter out who you don't want. Admittedly, I haven't been single in 2 years, so I'm not sure if men are still doing that, but if they are, stop it. God, family, ball, grind, gains, goals, HMU. For you geezers, HMU stands for hit me up. Anything that insinuates you're too good to be on. Insert dating site here. If you were really too good for Tinder, you wouldn't be on Tinder. About me, just ask, likes, I don't know, lots of stuff lol, either that or, I'm a true gentleman just looking for a real lady. Self-proclaimed gentlemen are usually damaged doormats, or wish reality was like TV 1950s, but the worst, the actual worst, only reveal themselves after you start messaging. The ones who make you carry the whole conversation. They never ask questions, even when they were the ones who initiated, and they give one-sentence answers. The worst. If I see, I can be your redneck Romeo, one more time. Also, hearing about their ex/bad breakup, or, if I read your profile and like what I see, I may reply to your message, chill out their narcissist Ned. Bad grammar, saying you like to party as if that's your favorite hobby, that weird review thing they do like, best guy ever, the Times, or something.
Police officers of Reddit, what was your biggest plot twist in a case? One time a friend of mine was having a really hard time controlling a pregnant lady he pulled over in a traffic stop. She had multiple felony warrants. He was trying to handcuff her but didn't want to physically manhandle her because, of course, she's pregnant. So he calls in for backup and waits for them as she is punching and screaming at him trying to run away. She was a gangbanger and knew how to throw a punch or two. My friend just holds onto her arm the best he can while waiting for backup. Backup arrives around 2 to 3 minutes later and comes running over to them. Backup asks what's the problem and why he isn't taking her into custody more forcefully. My friend says because she is pregnant and I don't want the baby to get hurt. The woman's eyes open wide and in the maddest voice possible screams at him, "I'm not pregnant, you mother f***er." She was then thrown on the ground, handcuffed and arrested with addition charges added to her warrants. Turns out, she was just fat. What drug did you take once and thought nope? Never again? Meth. Did some once thinking it was coke. Spent 2 days strung out and horny as hell. Never again. Benadryl. Took around 7 to 800 milligrams like 25 or 30 pills a while ago to trip. Not a good recreational drug. It's like how people who don't do drugs imagine acid to be like. It actually vividly see things and people that weren't there. I'd see people come in the room I was in and sit next to me on the couch and I'd start having a conversation with them. Only to blink and have them disappear. It'd get up and start filling up a cup of water and bam, and be back on the couch. Never having gotten up. I don't remember most of the night, but my friends said I was just in a complete different world. They had some funny stories from it though. Apparently at one point I pulled my pants down and just said,